Hi and welcome back. In today's video we've got the Honda Melody back from the powdercoaters and the platers. So it's got it all lined up, so I'll just quickly show you around. A couple of my subscribers have asked about the powder coating procedure when it comes to the frame and such like, so I thought I'd just show you what I tend to do with mine. And so far, touch wood, it's come out alright. So I'll just show you around. So again, I use AMF Alchemy in North Wales. Got the frame, everything you see has been powdered or zinc plated. So this is the frame. What I tend to do, every thread that you can see, just get some scrap nuts and bolts or what have you. It just protects all the threads. Same with the forks. Just put what I put there is threaded bar with a massive wash over the cups. It just stops any shot going in or any powder. And to be fair, the frame has come out immaculate. There's no mark on it, there's no rust on it whatsoever. It's always a worrying thing when it goes in the blast. Is it going to come out, you know, what you think it's going to come out like? So really made up with that. So thank you Alchemy, Dan, Liam and Shaggy, thank you. So got the basket. I was a bit unsure about the basket because it's so thin, but as you can see it's come out bit bent, but that was from a previous accident, I'm guessing. But that's come out really nice. The wheels come out nice, and again, what I tend to do, nut and bolt straight through, and then you have like a pad or an old grinding disc straight through to protect all the drums on that. The forks are the main priority really when it comes to stuff like that. I'm lucky who I use, they know how fussy I am with the threads. What they tend to do when it's getting blasted, they'll put a tube over the threads, and then obviously when it gets powdered, got the heat proof tape. It's a bugger to get off, but I'd rather struggle with that than have it wreck me threads. So that's them. And again, they've come out well as well. No rust on them. But I can see, oh, there you go. So they've come out really well. Stand, and these are the side panels for the kickboards. They've come out really, again, I've put the old nuts and bolts in there to protect it. Excuse me. This is the engine mount, if you like. Again, you don't see it, but I like to get everything done. The plating, thanks again to Alchemy, they do that as well. So cheers to Steve for doing the handlebars. They come out really well. And the Welsh Wizard for all the engine bolts. I think that one's the brackets and such like. Let's put these back on. And these are all frame and body wabby bolts. So again, they've all come out really nice. Cheers, Paul. I hope your finger's alright, mate. I say, while I was there, I got the plastics cleaned up professionally. They come out really well. And just can't put my finger on it, you know, fair play to it. It's come out really well. And as you know, that goes something like that. Can't do it with one hand, but yeah, something like that. Even down to the heat shield for the head. I've had all that done. And the rack come out okay. I ended up having to take the reflector off, but sadly the bolt snapped, so that's come out really well. So cheers, Steve. I've managed to paint the tank myself. I do want to risk it with the powder. That's come out okay. The new tyres have come for it. I've ordered some Kenda ones for it, and in them parcels should be the lock set, key set if you like, and the bulb set. I'm guessing that's the bulb set. So far so good. Sprayed the engine case. Again, I had it all cleaned at Alchemy. My mate Tony's going to try his best with the cast case, the engine case where the exhaust bracket had snapped. He's going to try his best, which I know he will 100%. And if not, I'll just have to source another one from somewhere. What else have I been doing with it? I've cleaned all the plastics up while it's off. They've come out really well, as you can see. There's the other panel, and then funny enough, I was going to take my seat in to get cleaned, but I was going to put it in the caustic, and I just didn't want to risk it for the biscuit, and I didn't want to risk losing the Honda badge on the back, or the badge, you know what I mean, the stencil. Again, a friend of mine said, try shaving foam. I just laughed in his face, I'll be honest with you. So I thought, you know, why not? Let's give it a try. He's probably having a laugh and joke about me when he gets home. And lo and behold, it worked. I've just got to do a bit more around there. And there's bits I've missed, as you can see in there. But yeah, I shaving foam, believe it or not. So that's on there, ready to be put on. Again, I've cleaned all that. What else we got? Done the mud guard. I haven't painted it because I'm unsure what to do yet, to be honest with you. All the shock's been reconditioned. The engine's all in bits at the moment, like I say. So hopefully, I say the next video we'll be rebuilding it, and just made up with it, to be honest with you. Really made up with it. Even see the chassis number through the powder. But all I do, I'll just show you, put you in the cradle, give you an idea. Because obviously the nuts and bolts that you use to plug them, when obviously when they get powdered, they get built up with powder, if that makes sense. So obviously if it's an Allen key one, you're not going to get an Allen key back in there. So what I tend to do, for instance, we'll use this top one here as an example. Just get some like plumber's pliers. Simple as that. What's coming out now. I'm trying to obviously scratch the frame. But all these are easy to come out now. And what I'll do, I'll reuse this. I've got another melody to do yet. I'll reuse these on the same thing. And then you can see that the threads have been protected. It'll come out as easy as that. And again, what the lads tend to do for me, just put them somewhere safe for the other frame. If it's thread exposed on the scrap bolt, if you like, they tape them up for me because they know I've still got to get them off. So it's just made up of it, to be honest with you. But what I managed to do with the basket, I managed to save the Honda logo, because I'm not sure whether you can get these put back on the basket. Yeah, perfect. So I've ordered, what else have I ordered for it? I've managed to win the rubber mat for the footboard. If that makes sense, I've yet to clean this one up yet. There's like a rubber mat that goes on there, so I've managed to get one of them to come in. So the tyres are here. There's something else I ordered for it, I can't remember what it was. But just really made up with it, to be honest with you. I like building these back up now, and should come out really nice, this one. It wasn't a treat, as you know. So yeah, the next couple of videos it will be rebuilding this back up, getting it nice. And then I say next year, it's a bit late in the year now, being November, the horrible weather's here. In the spring I'm going to get it on the road and have a bit of fun on it, but it might be tax exempt now, I'm not sure, being a X82, maybe next year, which will time it right. I'll have to look on the logbook what month it was made. But my dad seemed to think it's come from Northampton originally. I was going to say, I'm not going to ride down there to get a photo outside the dealership, but I'm going to try and have some fun on this next year. So I've got a few melodies in the collection, try and get a few of my mates. We'll all go out on them and have a bit of a laugh. And if anyone wants to join in, give us a shout, drop it in the comments. So that's going to be fun, something to look forward to. So I bought new tyres for it. The ones that obviously did age, you know. Okay, so they might be the original tyres, I'm not sure. So there's the, you know, like Christmas, I can't do it. There's the new tyres. They'll go nice pattern on them. Not that it's going to do 100 miles an hour, but you know, it's always nice to have new tyres on it. And then I said the lock set is in, I'm guessing it's this one. Just a bowl, cooking bowl. Yes, the lock set. So hopefully, yeah, it's fine. I'll just come to, should have screws, and then obviously the bulbs, and then that one. Right, really. Say if you are thinking about getting your frame powder coated and you're not sure, just drop us a comment. I'll help you out. You know, my past experience with stuff like this. So say again, it's just every nut, you know, every thread, just literally cover it up, and they're easy to get back out. Doesn't really matter with the plating, to be honest with you, it's just the powder. So anything like that, see, you see what I mean? It's how it's all built up because it's powder. Brilliant. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks again, lads. Hope your finger's alright, Paul. See you later. Ta-da.